Welcome back. You're listening to the Norfolk and Good podcast. I'm Steph.
And I'm Andrew.
It's nearly that time of year where a really big event happens in Norfolk that many of you have probably been to or at least know about. Royal Norfolk Show.
Yes. Yeah. Excellent. Can't wait. Can't wait to go.
And last year, Andrew flew solo as our roving reporter. I was tied up, so I couldn't make it, and captured some sounds and ambience of the Royal Norfolk Show so that we could bring you this kind of precursor of what to expect in this episode that we've called Sounds of the Show. Disclaimer, all of the sounds of the show were recorded at last year's Royal Norfolk Show, so that's the Royal Norfolk Show 2022. So any dates and events that are referred to in the context of this podcast, please bear that in mind.
Yes, all last year's show.
Finally made it onto the Barbara Golf Course car park, and we're heading for the Royal Norfolk Show. It's the first day. All the traffic was a bit busy, but we made it in. Not busier than the previous years, actually. But a note to myself, when I listen back to this podcast, is take my bike next year, my push bike, and use that, getting a lot quicker. But yeah, we're just heading down with a lot of other people towards the main gates. There's lots of people, lots of school kids, which is always nice to see, attending the show. It's a great experience for them. And yeah, we're going to head through the Winding Gate and explore the showground. We're in, and we're greeted firstly by one of my favourite sections, the pigs. We're just going to head over to sort of the main ring just to see what's happening there, and see what we can do. Everybody seems to be looking up to the skies. So that must be the parachute display team. Oh yeah, we can see the plane.
If you look directly up, you can see the aircraft running north to south.
The aircraft's going over the main.
When they drop, look out towards the TV screens, that's where they're going to come from.
Well, there's great anticipation for them dropping. Here we go, they're about to jump out. Here they come. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's always great to see the parachute display team. Right, so I've been walking around and I've just found the Royal Air Force Falcons display team, isn't it?
That's right, yeah, our Air Falcons parachute display team, yeah.
Excellent. And I was lucky enough, because sometimes I miss it because I don't get here in time. But yeah, saw you coming in from the very beginning, because the plane coming over.
That's right.
And it was all of you who came in today?
Only 8 of us today. We have a full team of 10 when we're at full strength, but only 8 of us today. We've got 2 guys on other jobs at the minute.
And your name is?
Sergeant Gaz Nicholson.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And do you head up the...
No, I'm number 2, so this is the team leader.
Okay.
Flight Sergeant James Bruce, and I'm Sergeant Gasnick. I'm number 2, so if he has a malfunction, then I take over. As such. Yeah.
Okay. And what a way to enter the Norfolk Show, eh?
Yeah, it's brilliant, especially seeing as the clouds disappeared for us and we managed to get our top altitude of 7,000 feet. So
okay, yeah. Was it? Yeah, because earlier on, there was a little bit of rain, wasn't there?
That's right. Yeah.
So you would have to come in lower, would you then? Or?
Yeah. So basically, we have to come below the cloud base. So basically, 2 reasons. Obviously, if we're above the cloud base, we can't see the DZ when we get out, so then we don't know if we're in the right place above the sky to get out and land.
Is that where they light?
Yes, that's where they put the smokes on the DZ, so we can see the smoke, the wind direction where we land. And secondly, is because if we're above the cloud, the crowd can't see anything anyway. So we have to come down below the crowd line.
Okay, and who comes out first?
So first out the plane is Bruce James, Flight Sergeant James Bruce.
Yeah.
And then myself.
Then yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. And how much training is involved in it? Because it absolutely looks amazing.
So you've got the likes of me and James who are on for our second time round. So we've been through the whole rotation of jobs. before, and we've got quite a bit of experience. But on the other side, we've got all the new lads who are basically training to become advanced military parachute instructors, basically.
Okay.
And with the Falcons, so every year we get 3 new guys on, we lose 3. And we go to California for 5 weeks before Christmas,
Right.
and 5 weeks then again after Christmas, all training, and then we come back to the UK and do another 3 weeks training in UK conditions before we actually go live and put displays onto the public. So it's a good 13 to 14 weeks solid training package before we're good to go in front of the public.
Okay. And the show sort of season, the display season starts when?
It starts May, 1st of May basically, so we go all the way through from the 1st of May to the end of September.
Right. Okay.
I mean, that has flexibility. If someone came in and asked for something on the 27th of April and we were ready, we could do it. We just generally work between the 1st of May and the end of September as the display season.
Right, okay. And you're all in a regiment within the RAF, are you?
Yeah, so we're all joined as physical training instructors, so almost like PE teachers in the RAF.
Okay.
And then when you join the RAF as a physical training instructor, you have to specialise in one of 3 areas. So either parachuting like we have, remedial instructor, so like a physiotherapist, or a outdoor activities instructor, so like a rock climbing instructor, kayaking instructor. So you have to pick one of the 3 routes, and then you branch off, obviously. So all the guys here pick to become parachute jumping instructors, and then from there certain people get selected to come on the team to progress their skills to then become more advanced.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So it must be quite a kudos then to be in the Falcons.
It's nice. It's a sought after job. The lads want it. It's obviously we get to jump into places like Norfolk today. We're going to Silverstone for the Formula 1 GP at the weekend. So we get all around the country. We were in Cornwall last week for the Royal Cornwall show. Been in Northern Ireland and France already this year. We got Belgium and Slovakia coming up. So
all right, so it's totally all over the place.
Yeah. So we get quite around Europe quite a lot, and obviously all over the UK. So it's been really busy this year. Now COVID's completely gone away. Well, nearly completely gone away.
We don't like to talk about it.
Yeah, but now we're back to normal. We've got really busy, and June's been about the busiest month we've had for a long time.
Yeah. And do you alter? Is it the same display each time, or is it altered, or does it depend on sometimes the conditions?
Depends on conditions, and obviously depends on how many we've got. So sometimes, like today, we had 6 guys in the main display with 2 flag jumpers.
Yep.
So that would change to an 8 and a 2 if we had the 10, or if we only had 9, it would be an 8 and a 1. And then obviously the display changes depending on what height we get. So today from 7,000 feet, a little bit of free fall, we pull, and then we get into what we call a snake, and then we do the heart formation where we come back together. Then we do what we call a crisscross where we split and then pass through the middle of each other. And then we go into what we call a carousel, which is a corkscrew type of shape.
That's when you come in.
So it's not so much when we're coming into land. We try and get into like a right turn and it corkscrews, and it looks like a big corkscrew in the sky with the smoke that we trail. But depending on how long we have, sometimes it looks really effective. But if we don't have as much time because we've done a lot of other manoeuvres, then we have to come out of it a bit earlier, and it doesn't quite. So come down to 5, and then the display will change a little bit. We'll drop, say, the heart off, and then we'll concentrate on the crisscross and the carousel. And if we get down as low as 2.5, which is our minimum, it's just a right-hand turn. We don't get to.
So what's the maximum jump for?
Maximum. Well, the maximum we display from is 7,000 feet because that suits us. But so that suits us best for display purposes. Obviously, these parachutes are cleared up to 12,000 feet without oxygen, so we can go to 12,000 feet, but we never do. It's just a bit too high for everyone to see and things like that. So, and our minimum is 2,500 feet above the ground.
Yeah, it was fascinating because there was a bit of free fall.
That's right. Yeah, a couple of thousand feet of free fall.
Right. Okay.
So we get out 7 and we aim to pull and be under canopy for 5,000 feet, which gives us then time to build our formations on the parachute and then go into all the different moves that we do.
And the decision is made up there of what you before and the weather conditions of what manoeuvres you're going to do?
So we have a good idea before we go, because our DZ party come to the showground a minimum of 2 hours before. So our DZSO, which is Mike, was here 2 hours before the drop. And he's sending us back current weather conditions, what it looks like we're going to get, where we're at. So that's what we'll practice before we go. Now obviously it can change on the plane, and then we just change the display because the guys know the different rules at different heights, but we generally have a good idea before we take off, but it can change.
And where did you come out of?
We flew from Bryce today straight off the top to Norfolk show and jumped in, but then we, for the one it's 6 o'clock this evening. We'll remount from Norwich.
Right.
So we'll go back to Norwich at 3 o'clock this afternoon and just go through all of our bits and pieces for the jump later on today.
Okay, and when we're looking from here, it looks like you get very close to each other, up there. Are you?
Yeah, relatively. So
Yeah.
yeah, we call it relative canopy work. So it is quite close, but we always give each other enough margin so that there's a little bit of a safety margin in there. But we are fairly close in the sky. I mean,
Pretty close.
10 to 15 feet maybe in separation and behind each other, and then obviously we try and spread it out towards the end for landing, just so everyone's got their own airspace, because we fly it flat, so we try and fly on a level when we're doing all the moves, and then once we come out the carousel, then we have to straighten it out so guys have their own vertical height as well for landing.
Yeah, because there's a lot of gasps, because some of them were coming down quite fast.
Yeah.
In the end. And there's a lot of gasps, but then you really put the brakes on.
So light wind conditions, manoeuvres seem to come faster. So because you cover ground quicker in the light winds, the manoeuvres seem to become faster and more dynamic. Whereas when the winds are a little bit higher, the manoeuvres don't need to be quite as dynamic to land in the target area. So obviously, so different conditions demand like different types of turns, like elevation turns or depression turns, which give you lose height more or keep height a little bit more, just to allow us to land in the areas, because there's not many alternatives.
And it's not very big from up there, I wouldn't have thought, is
no,
it?
it doesn't look big from up there.
You go quite over. You went quite over, didn't you?
And that's obviously dependent on wind strength as well. So we were 1.8 kilometres away today when we got out.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and obviously depending on wind conditions will depend on where we get out. So if it's really light winds all the way up, we may only get a release of like 500 metres. So we would be pretty much overhead. But when it's a bit windier up top, then we have to obviously go further away to make sure we don't get blown past the target.
Yeah. And have you been to the Norfolk show before?
I have, because it's my second time on the display team. So when I was on last time 10 years ago, we jumped into Norfolk back then as well.
So there's a gap in between them.
For me, there is, yeah. So generally, you don't get to come back on as a sergeant. You generally have to get promoted, like James has to come back. But due to COVID and the team not displaying for a couple of years, there was a bit of an experience gap. So what they did is they brought myself back on to kind of plug that experience hole a little bit for a couple of years. So yeah.
Cool. And you like visiting Norfolk then?
Yes, brilliant. I mean, lovely show, really busy. We always get a warm reception, and that's all we ask for really. We just try and put on a good display and keep everyone happy, I guess.
And the reason for doing this is entertainment.
Entertainment and
also
to build public relations for the Air Force, basically, and also just let people know that if they come and speak to us, we tell them what we do, how we got to our job, because a lot of people obviously see the display and go, I want to do that, so we tell them how they can achieve that. But also people who don't want a parachute, who still want to join the RAF, can come and talk to us about how to join, what's to be expected of them, what other routes there is, what other jobs there is, and we can give them as much information as we can, and help them out on their route to hopefully joining the Air Force or any of the armed forces for that matter.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, thank you very much for your time, and it was a brilliant display.
No problem, pleasure. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Scotland, down through the north of England,
Now we're heading
through
into
eastern seaboard, down
to
through
the cattle sheds
right down into
to
the
see what we can find down there. They're showing some Aberdeen Angus at the present time.
Herefordshire and Oxfordshire. We've got Aberdeen Angus cattle, bred on farms, throughout Scotland, and they are being shown here in this national show. Down the line, you've got your senior females, 117, 114, 121. The senior heifers, and right down to your junior. This is a line for female championship.
Can I interrupt quickly? I'm Andy from the Norfolk Good podcast.
Yes, hi.
Okay, so we're here just capturing sights and sounds mainly sounds.
Yes.
I just wondered whether we can ask you about this magnificent.
Yeah, of course you can. Yes, he's just about to go into the ring again now. So
Oh, okay. I'll be quick then.
Male championship. Yes, it is the male championship. So he's a 4-year-old Sussex, pedigree Sussex bull.
Yeah.
Probably weighs around 1,400 kilos.
Whoa, okay.
He's been, he won his class, so he won the bull, senior bull class.
Yeah.
And he's now just going into the championship, breed championship.
Wow.
Well, he'll do the male championship first. Pardon? Yeah, you've got to go with him. But he's quite special. He's a very big bull for the breed. He stands 3 or 4 inches taller than most. Yeah, so we tend to try and breed bigger animals to make them far more commercially attractive.
So what's your name? Where do you come from?
Well, I'm Richard Horsman. We're from Surrey. Yes, just down very near Gatwick Airport, actually. We have a herd of about 65 breeding cows, and our focus is very much trying to increase the size of the Sussex breed to make them far more commercial. In fact, Sussex, there's a big interbreed championship that was held at the South of England show a few weeks ago, and the Sussex breed actually came second. They were reserve champions, which is, 10 years ago, it wouldn't have been heard of. The Sussex was a far smaller animal. We're trying to make them far more. You've got to make them relevant in today's world. But the beauty of the Sussex is they always say they live on fresh air and a view. So Sussex will thrive on poor grass, and you can fatten a Sussex animal up to 24 months, 26 months just on grass. Now compare that to the continentals, the Charolais and everything else, where you have to feed a lot of corn, cereals, grain, rape, that sort of thing. In today's world, where we're looking at carbon footprint, Sussex is very relevant.
And how old is?
He's 4 years old, that one.
4 years old. And what was the name? Did he have a name?
His name is Bowerland Pole Stargazer I, otherwise known as Frank.
So it's going back in.
He should be going in now, I think, so we're going to have to go down and see how he's getting on.
Yeah, excellent. Been to the Norfolk show before?
This is my first time, and it's impressive. I think compared to our local shows, which tend to be far more, I suppose, they're a bit more like a shopping experience. Very little agriculture. Here it's nice to actually see a lot more livestock and to see the exhibitors. So you see machinery and you can actually have a sensible conversation with people here.
Yes, it's kind of, that's what I agree with the show. I've been to a couple now elsewhere, and some that they have here that have been too commercial.
They are, yes.
Too much
And it holds my wife, who's from Norwich, so
okay.
We have to come really.
After catching up with the cattle, I spotted a school enjoying the Royal Norfolk show.
Yeah, hiya.
Hi.
And so, what's your name and which school are you from?
My name's Charlotte Connaughton. I'm with Antingham Southwich Primary School up in North Norfolk.
Oh, cool, excellent. So you come a bit of a way today.
We have, quite a queue.
It was difficult getting in today, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. But it was worth it.
I think, definitely. And is this the first time you've been to the show?
This is the first time they've been, so they're really excited about it. We've seen the motorbikes doing their stunts in the air, which was brilliant.
Yeah.
And now they want to pet the
Did you see the
cattle.
parachutes come in? Or were you...
We did see the parachutes, we were having our lunch. That was amazing. Lots of gasping today so far.
And is it important that the kids come along to the Norfolk show?
It's really important because lots of them are from farming families as well, so that's in their culture and in their heritage. Lots of them are coming back tomorrow with families too, which is lovely. But it was really nice for them to be able to see what goes on in their local area and see local produce as well all around and local businesses.
Yeah, it's really important. I grew up in Norfolk, obviously. Yeah. And when the schools used to shut, didn't they?
We did used to shut when I started teaching. We used to shut for 2 days.
And it stopped, which is a real shame. So I'm really pleased when you see the kids here and come along to the show, because like you said, it's so important, isn't it?
It is. It's a big part of their culture.
And are they enjoying it?
They're loving it. They're having a great time looking at the cows at the moment, having a whale of a time. They want to go and find some animals to pet.
Oh, excellent. Well, thank you very much.
All right, no
problem.
Have
a good show.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers. Thanks. Bye. Right, okay, so we're heading over to the main ring now. There seems to be a band playing, so let's go and see what's going on.
One of my favourite stands to go to at the Royal Norfolk show is the Ben Burgess stand with all the John Deere farm equipment.
Tractors.
Combines. and everything in between.
I think it's very popular. Let's have a listen.
This is Ben Conway. He's one of our senior.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Good.
I'm Andy.
Hello, Andy.
Yeah, I'm from the Nothing Good podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we're just capturing the sounds mainly of the show.
Oh, right, lots of sounds, yes.
Yeah, and which
all
will be
sorts
going...
of people enjoying themselves, which is good news, isn't it?
It's fabulous,
lovely.
Yeah, and it's a lovely day.
I'll leave you two together.
Brilliant.
No worries.
Well
I won't keep you long this time.
That's right.
It's fine. Yeah, a bit of rain this morning, but it was...
A little bit, but not very much, and we need it, don't we? So
we do, yeah.
Look
at the grass at the moment. It's amazing. Yeah, so I just wanted to ask you, what's your favourite bit of the Norfolk show?
Meeting people, of course. Yeah, we see people and you don't see them from year to year, and this is the time to catch up and have a chat and pass the time of day and seeing what's going on. It's lovely. It's just all the people that you see and kids enjoying themselves, families enjoying themselves. We have a policy on the stand where we try and have all the cabs open so the kids can enjoy the machinery and jump up and see what the driver sees. And we have a very open, inclusive policy. So we want everyone here, we want everyone on board, we want everyone enjoying themselves and provide refreshments and entertainment. So it's lovely.
Because what I remember growing up in Norfolk and coming to Norfolk show is that you could get on all the equipment previously.
We like to do that as well. We like to. Some of the stuff's a bit dangerous, so we've locked that door because it's quite tall.
Yeah.
And we've locked the door of the big 8RX because that's just a little bit too far to climb. And
I can see that.
And the kids love the combine steps, and they just like to be it. And we want them on board. We want the parents here. We want everyone to enjoy themselves and make the most of what's a fantastic day.
Yeah,
especially after 2 horrible years. Now we're back to normal again.
Yeah.
All good news.
Yeah, definitely.
All good news.
Definitely. And you get to see a lot of your customers and
lots of customers, old, new, current customers, and next generation. The kids, of course, are next generation. Of
course,
we'll be selling to them in 10 and 20 years' time. So it's important to look after them, I think.
It is, yeah, definitely.
Big part of it.
And I always love at Christmas time when you do have some of the lights down at Martineau Lane as well.
We do that all our depots. We have a different feature at every depot around the 7 depots we've got. We have an illuminated piece of equipment at each depot, and they're open for 2 weeks, which is lovely. Yeah, it's fantastic. So that works really well. It's all good.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Brilliant. No, thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure.
And enjoy the rest of the show. And what was
you
your name?
too. I'm Ben.
Ben. Brilliant.
Yep.
Cheers.
Well done.
Take it easy.
Good luck.
Cheers. Right, I've come over to the far end of the showground now, and I have found Church Farm here, which is one of my favourites actually, is the pig racing that happens at the show. So can you tell us a bit more about Church Farm Society? And your name, first of all.
Yeah, my name is Daniel. I'm the livestock manager at Church Farm. Pig racing, it's a bit different to everything else. We try to take the seriousness out of the animal side of it. If you go to the show rings, it's all very serious. Everything's washed and blow dried, bit of talc on it, make it look lovely. And we do a little bit of that, but we also want to bring a bit of fun into it. So we do pig racing, which isn't really racing. It's more pig playtime that we dress up as a race.
Yeah.
But it's just enrichment and great fun for the pigs, and the kids love it, and grown-ups love it. We get get everyone involved. It's just really good fun.
Okay, and what about Church Farm? So where are you based, and what do you do?
Yeah, well, we're a rare breed centre in Stowe Bardolph, which is near Downham Market, and we have got all sorts of rare breeds. A dozen rare breed sheep, rare breed goats, pigs. We've got a beautiful Suffolk punch horse and a beautiful Shire horse, donkeys, and then some, rabbits, guinea pigs, rats, all things for people to pet and get close to. And at Church Farm, we try to get people as close as possible to the animals, which is frowned upon by some people, but we think it's really important for kids to be able to get in there, pet the piglets, stroke the big sheep, stroke the goats, stroke the horse, stroke the rabbit, just everything. Just as close as possible to as many animals as possible.
Yeah, it's really good, isn't it? Yeah. And it's great to have places like yourself that offer that. Because there's a lot of people out there who don't get close to animals or farm animals or anything like that at all, do they?
Yeah, I mean, some people are a bit worried now, about hygiene and things. But of course, you build great immune systems up when you're around animals and things. And as long as you wash your hands and you're sensible, you can pet and get as close as you like to them. And of course, if you don't want to stroke the animals, we've got all sorts of lovely play, little five-a-side football pitch, straw barn, sand pit, ground level trampolines, nice little indoor tree house play area, and quite nice homemade cakes in the cafe as well. I'm watching my figure, but they are very nice.
Oh, fabulous! And you open every day, aren't you?
Yeah. The only days we're open every day through the summer season, which is basically February half term to the end of October half term. Through the winter, we're open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we are closed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Apart from at Christmas, I know it's a bit early to talk about Christmas, but the big man does come. And last year we were sold out. So if anyone does want to come and see the real man in his enchanted grotto, I think tickets actually go on sale next month, so
Never too early to talk about Christmas.
Never too early to come and sort out seeing the real Father Christmas.
Going back to the pigs, are they a special? They're a special breed. Are these pigs here, or?
Well, these ones we're looking at right now, these are Tamworth. They're about 10 weeks old, and they are from our petting pigs at the farm. So they'd have been weaned from mum about 2-3 weeks ago, which is the standard age to wean them. And then they live in petting pens where kids just climb in and scratch the tummies and stroke them. And they do have an area to go to away if they get a bit bored. But they love the fuss, to be honest. And these are actually the closest related domestic pig to the wild boar. So they are a very old breed of domestic pig, and like our name suggests, they are a rare breed as well.
And the ones that who obviously go for the playtime and the race, are they the same breed, or?
They can be. Honestly, it depends what age piglets we have at the time, because they only really race between 10 weeks and 16 weeks, because that's when they're at their most playful. When they get to 16 weeks, they get to what we call grumpy teenager stage, where they shut themselves in their room and play on the Xbox or something, if they were human. So that's when because we don't make them race. Racing's meant to be fun for them. So as soon as they get to an age where they're like, oh, I don't want to do that, mum, that sort of thing, then we, they come away from it, and they just go and live as a pig then. But so it depends what piglets we have, and we've got British Lot, which is the rarest pig in the UK at the moment, as far as I'm aware, unless it's changed recently, but they were. British Saddleback, Gloucester Old Spot, these Tamworths. So we've got a nice mix of different pigs.
Oh, we'll have to head out again and see. Again, because it's been a while since we've been out here, so...
look forward to seeing you. Come and see us.
Finally, what does what the Norfolk show mean to you?
Well, apart from being a nice day out, no, it's great, especially after 2 years off. Everyone struggled in COVID, being shut and not being able to go to things like this. I mean, it's great. As you can see now, we've got school kids, we've got families, we've got all sorts of people coming wanting to pet our lambs and our piglets, talk to us about the farm. We like talking about our animals and our farm, and it's also nice because there's people that we haven't seen that have other businesses, other farms, or even like the people over there who have got their bees and sell their honey. They're people that every year we chat to, and we haven't seen them for nearly 3 years. So it's nice to catch up with people and talk to them.
Yeah. Oh, it's fabulous. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. You too.
Right, so I'm in the Broads National Park area, and I've just met two stewards coming the other way. And I just wondered whether you could introduce yourselves and tell me a bit more about what's involved in being a steward at the Norfolk Show.
Yeah, my name's Rob Barker. I've been a steward here for 7 years, and together with Doug, we do the car parks. We're in charge of the car parks.
Yeah. And what does it involve?
Well, it's to ensure that the people who are parking the cars properly. Any people who are lost, got any problems with, like the front of house, first people they see, we can sort the problems out. There's no such thing as a problem, only a solution.
Definitely.
And obviously people come to the wrong gate and they don't know what to do and they start to panic, and we just help sort that out.
Okay, good, because it must be a mammoth exercise.
It is, because
I drove it. I should have cycled actually, because it was pretty busy getting inside. I don't know whether there's more people coming because it haven't been on, or
it's guesstimated there's going to be roughly around about 90,000 people over the 2 days.
Okay.
So equate that to the amount of cars that we've got coming and coaches. It's more than 2019 when the last show was.
Right. Okay. So that's the reason then.
Yes, and then of course we're compounded with the roadworks on the A11 and there's accidents on the A47, so...
Oh, right, okay. It was chaos this morning,
Yes.
And one thing I thought you wish you'd probably get a lot is people park their car and they rush off into the show, and then they've got to remember where the car is.
Yes, I mean, We try to make it easy by colour coding the car parks.
Yeah.
But people say, well, I think I'm in red.
Yeah.
And they go to orange or yellow, and they've totally forgot where it is. So all we do is call round to our colleagues and, can they have a look out for this particular car? Yeah. And if they find it, they let us know and we send them off in that direction.
Cool.
Yeah.
And how many stewards are there? Sort of on the show?
I couldn't tell you because there's so many different stewards. There's cattle stewards, there's trade stewards, there's car park stewards, there's 10 of us.
Okay,
but there's so many different facets of stewards that I couldn't really give you a round number. I couldn't even guesstimate.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you always look very smart. And the bowler hats, is that?
It's traditional. It's always been. And obviously, a bit like the old policeman with the custodian helmets. In the crowd, you can see a bowler hat and you think, he looks official, he must know what he's doing. So,
Yeah. And are they yours or do you hire them?
Oh, no. We have to buy them ourselves.
Okay.
So,
Okay, and also it's Douglas.
Yes, Douglas,
yeah. Cool. So we've got both of you on there.
Yeah.
Okay, and have you always done the car parks, or do you do?
No, we're always doing the car parks.
I started internal for 2 years, and then I moved over to the coach park for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
So, that's all right. We have a good laugh, don't we? Get around there.
Yeah, I mean it's
the main thing.
We do, yeah. We see a lot. We are the frontline people they see, and we've had a few people this morning asking questions, haven't we?
Yeah.
When they get off, like the teachers will ask. If they've got the kids there and they say like, what do you do, and then you just explain like for their safety.
Yeah.
That's why we're mainly there. But if you've got a row of like 10 coaches, you've got to make sure they don't hit anyone.
Yeah.
So we're there as well to direct them in the right position.
It's important to make it all run smoothly, isn't it?
Yeah. It is because they'll be planning next year's weeks ago.
Yeah.
So it's like a never-ending conveyor belt.
And your favourite bits of the Norfolk show?
Our favourite bits, I think, is actually walking around and getting to know people, talk to people,
socialising.
And let them come up. And if they've got a problem and it can't be sorted, we can show them, point them in the direction where it can be sorted. It's just to make their life easier.
Yeah. Easier, more enjoyable.
Exactly.
On
a day like today, that's all you need, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Lovely to meet you. You do a great job.
And yourself.
Thanks very much.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Now we're just heading into the farrier competition zone, actually. So let's go and see and hear what's happening over here. I've strolled into the Norfolk Constabulary section by the looks of things.
Emergency Service Village, so it's all the partner agencies. So.
Excellent. And your name is?
It's PC Pete Davison.
Brilliant. Oh, what was that? I was just full of pop in and ask you, why is it important for Norfolk Constabulary to be at the Norfolk show?
So it's a really great engagement event for us to actually be able to speak to people about any burning questions they have about policing or any emergency services. So we've got all our partners agencies here. So we've got Coast Guard, Air Ambulance, Ambulance Fire, blood bikes, you name it, they're here. And we bring our horses along and our police dogs, and we can showcase what policing's all about. So very much recruitment, but also just interacting with people and engaging. So
okay, yeah, I can see around you've brought everything. By the looks of things.
Yes, we have, including the boat.
which is just it. And the horses, they're over there as well.
They are
check
indeed.
Those out.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
it's really lovely to see them.
Yeah. So our police horses are they're members of our special constabulary, so they're actually volunteer officers, and they're their own horses. So our mounted section in Norfolk are all volunteers.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Quite interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they're all voluntary officers as well as.
That's right. So they're special constables, and it's their personal horses which they use as the police horses.
Okay. And how many are there?
You will have to ask there.
Oh, no.
there are at least 3.
So it's about recruitment as well as sort of answering queries that people have.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We've had inquiries today from firearms licensing through to traffic regulations to how do I become a police officer. So you name it, we're covering all bases.
Yeah,
Yes.
Which is excellent, really good.
Yeah.
And so in the 2 days, are you going to be able to get and have a look at the rest of the show?
I probably will be here the whole time and won't get anywhere else, but some of my colleagues will, and we've got obviously officers out and about on patrol. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because they're working here as well.
They
too.
are indeed, yes. Yeah. As well as the engagement side, we've obviously got the general day-to-day policing, so yes.
Oh, okay, excellent. That's brilliant.
Okay,
Thank you
very
much.
Cheers.
I'm Andy from the Norfolk and Good podcast. And we're just going around capturing the sounds mainly of the show. Can I ask you a couple of questions about that?
Absolutely.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah, excellent. No, I was just wondering if you could tell me a bit more about the first responders. Yeah, and the first responders.
Okay, so NARS stands for Norfolk Accident Rescue Service, and we've been around for over 50 years.
Oh, right, okay. Wow, yeah.
And we have all different levels of response. So we have everything from community first responders up to critical care paramedics and doctors.
Okay.
Who go out to scenes of accidents, emergencies, medical emergencies. We're sent out by the ambulance service.
Okay.
But we are all volunteers, so our day jobs we do, or obviously as doctors and critical paramedics, but we also volunteer for this charity and go out we actually go out as a couple from home.
Okay.
So the ambulance service will contact us at home, and we go out to add a level of critical care to an incident if the ambulance service are already there, but sometimes we also are the first response out if we're geographically nearer.
Yes. Yeah, I was going to ask you. So you do you do a different job to this, or you're trained in first aid and medical care, or are you involved in that anyway as a job?
Okay, so involved in that anyway. So I'm a doctor and I'm a GP normally, but I've had about at least 10 years experience working for the ambulance service as well, so going out to pre-hospital care emergencies. And my husband has been a critical care paramedic for many years.
More than I can remember.
And was flying on the helicopter for a while.
Oh, right, okay.
So we've done various jobs, but always volunteered in our spare time as well. So we've had lots of training over the years from the charity, but also from different jobs that we've done. And
so this is positioned so you could be at an instant or a medical emergency first, if like you said, if you're geographically close. Or the ambulance, you assist them basically, is that?
Yes, that's so we carry drugs and we have equipment that the ambulance service wouldn't carry necessarily. So we add a level of extra care. And sometimes it is a question of lots of organisations working together, so there might be a community first responder first on scene, for example, and then an ambulance comes from the east, and then we might be called to give an extra level of care, and then even on top of that level of care the helicopter might come to give an extra level of care on top of that. So it's sometimes a team working, and a lot of those organisations are charitable organisations that back up the ambulance service.
Community. So we're medically trained. Our community first responders come from different backgrounds. So they might be a plumber or working in different organisations. And they have a level of training, and they can often they are first on scene while they wait for the ambulance. So a really important part. Part of the organisation as well. We teach CPR and resuscitation, and get people used to using the defibrillator, because that's the most important thing in the first few minutes of a cardiac arrest, is knowing how to do CPR, being confident to use a defibrillator.
Yeah, I know, because it's quite I look at the machines on the wall and they're all over the place now, which is great, isn't it? And you feel like, am I actually going to be able to... But a friend of mine says it talks you through it.
It does.
Just turn it on and it'll tell you what to do.
Anyone can use a defibrillator, and if it's in a locked cabinet, the number is given to you by the 999 caller. So you can actually go and get a defibrillator if there's more than one of you at a cardiac arrest. One of you obviously needs to be doing chest compressions, but if somebody else is able to go and get the defibrillator locally,
Yep.
that can obviously save time for a defibrillator to get to the casualty, and those first few minutes are essential minutes. So
Yeah, definitely. And they're appearing in more and more schools, aren't they?
Yes, really, really good.
Yeah.
And you know, the more people that we can train in CPR, the more people more incidents that we go to, we can do something with. Whereas if nobody has done any basic life support, then when we turn up, we might not be able to do our fancy things. Whereas if a member of the public knows how to do good basic life support, then that is buying the patient time until we can get to them.
Yeah, crucial. Everybody should learn, really.
Yes.
I better myself. I live fairly near Eaton Park, and there was an incident in there one day where somebody was there who knew CPR and could, before everybody else got there, which is and saved the person's life.
I've been as a paramedic for 30 years, and the only successful outcome researches I've been to are when someone has done, a bystander has done CPR before the arrival of the emergency services. It actually boosts, so you've got about a 1 to 2% chance of recovery if someone just rings for the ambulance. If someone does CPR and you can get a defibrillator to the patient, it's about a 50 to 70% chance of recovery. So
it's a huge difference.
That's why you're seeing these defibrillators dotted about all over the place.
It is actually, totally amazing. And do you go to schools and do you go to all over the place to teach?
Teaching, yes, so schools, clubs, organisations.
Community centres, that sort of thing.
Okay. And coming to the show, why did you come to the show then?
So to get our name out there, because as a charity, some people have come into contact with NARS, so they know what we do, but lots of people don't know who we are or what we do. So one of the things that we're here for is to tell everyone about NARS, but also do some CPR training if people want to come and have a go, because we've got the mannequins here. So passers-by sometimes stop and have a look, and they might be a bit shy to try, but then with encouragement they'll have a go and might be learning those basic skills which could save a life. So really important.
Definitely. There's always lots of kids, which is really good.
Yes, it's great.
At the show, and to see them and get them to learn as well. It's really good.
Services get out and about, so that people get to know who NARS are. They've been around for 50 years, but still people don't know us. It's all voluntary. We're all sort of volunteers and fundraising. So it's getting that name out and about.
So it's
hopefully
totally
raising
funded
some volunteers
by
members of the public.
Yes.
So all donations and members of the public. So it's getting that name out there, and the hope that we can get some more funds in,
and we absolutely know that we can add something when we go out and about. We wouldn't get out of bed at night and go to things voluntarily if we didn't know that we could make a difference. So that's what we want to say to people is, we are out there making a difference.
And you're on call certain times then, I believe.
Yeah, so we can sign on with the ambulance service. So if we're both at home and we've finished a day's work, we're happy to sign on. Because we go to the most serious incidents, we might not be called out frequently, but that means that we can be on call more, if you see what I mean, because we're at home. So we can, and we will get called out to serious things and go and
we have 2 scheme cars as well, so they run out of Dereham. So we have marked up blue light vehicles based at Dereham, and they might do a shift for the day. You have a CCP, so critical care paramedic and doctor on, and they will go with the ambulance service task them, and they might do a specific shift. Or we have our home responders, so like myself and Fiona will turn out from home. So we've got other responders over near Kings Lynn, down near Swaffham, just outside Norwich, so they're dotted around and they'll respond from home in their own vehicles, so they pay for their own fuel, pay for their own. We have to pay extra insurance because we've got blue lights and sirens fitted to our own personal cars. And we have to pay extra insurance for that. Obviously the fuel now is the biggest thing for a lot of our home responders.
Using the fuel to get to somewhere now. Okay, well we'll share the word. I've learned a lot already.
Great.
So we'll share the word about yourselves.
Lovely.
Okay, and that'll be and will you have time to explore the rest of the show?
Yes, hopefully. We've had a bit of a walk round, but always love this show. It's great.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Nice to be back, actually.
Yeah, we've had a couple of years without it. So it's good to be back in Norfolk.
Good. Well, enjoy yourself. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And that was Fiona and Mark from NARS. Okay, so I've come across the Watatunga stand. And
how you doing?
Met Julian.
Yeah.
Hello, Julian.
Good to see you.
Yeah, and you. And how's the show going?
Yeah, it's very good. Very, very busy. Lots of people. A lot of people that have obviously seen us before, but a lot of people, they look at the sign and think, oh, it's in Kenya, because Watatunga does sound very much Kenyan. But when I tell them it's near King's Lynn, they're normally chuckling away to themselves, as you can imagine, near King's Lynn. But it's a great surprise.
Is it a link between Watlington, is it?
It is. The link is Wata is Watlington, and Tunga is Sitatunga, which is a very endangered antelope. So we actually all got together around a table and came up with that, which was brilliant, really. Yeah. And it is quite nice that people think it's abroad and then realise it's, just down local area, and obviously when they realise they're going to drive a buggy, that's what they love as well.
Yeah, which is what we've been along. Yeah. So, and the driving of the buggy is excellent.
Yeah.
And when you're on the reserve, you do feel like you're not in Norfolk, don't you?
Absolutely. I think the fence is such a big area, 180 acres, that you don't really see the fence. And now we're 3 days down the road and everything's naturalising, all the covers up. It's really important to keep the habitat right. So, we take out certain animals in the winter so we don't destroy the habitat. Yeah. And now we've got a lot of native birds coming as well, which is lovely. A lot of oyster catchers have hatched this year. Obviously the storks, that we're, they're sitting on eggs. And hopefully as we evolve, more native birds will come, as well as, our passion for the antelope and deer as well.
Yeah, and going back to the storks, yes. So I saw one of the eggs wasn't fertilised.
Yeah, we think through that hot time, and there's one not fertile, but the other two are fertile, but we think they couldn't cope with the heat where they are, and they've got up. But you've got to think it's their first nesting time, it's their first clutch, so everything does take time. If you look at the busted, they take 5 years till they start breeding. So, it all takes time.
Yeah, and they're getting very famous, those, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, I mean, I went to Salisbury the other day, and, being part of that group is fantastic.
It's excellent, isn't it? Yeah. And what's your favourite bit about it? You've obviously been to the Norfolk show before, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, I just love it. I think obviously, from a farming background, I love the agriculture. I think seeing all these school kids I've noticed today, it's just great that they have the opportunity. They're the right age, sort of 6, 7 and upwards, and they're looking at these big tractors and big machines. And, these kids now are playing with game stations, and all these tractors are very technical like that. So we really need people in conservation, agriculture. So shows like this and giving the opportunity for the schools is brilliant.
It's really good, and it really brings Norfolk together, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, and so if people haven't been to Watatunga, why should they go along?
Yeah, I think if you love conservation, animals, anything like that, or driving a buggy maybe even, it's a great getaway. I think, a peacefulness really. You go in the reserve, it's very, very quiet. The buggies are all electric, which I think is a great asset. And we're also adding things, obviously we've got the lodges where you actually get the buggy with the lodges and you go on your own, which a lot of people just can't believe that. And it's very peaceful. And I think if you just need a bit for your well-being, it's a great place to come.
Oh, definitely. Brilliant. Well, thank you, Julian. It's good to catch up with you.
Hopefully that gave you a bit of a flavour of what to expect at the Royal Norfolk Show. And if you get along this year, you'll experience it obviously in person, or whether it's sort of your bag for future years.
Yeah, and also give people a flavour if they can't make it as well.
Yes,
Through
if you're not
podcast.
in Norfolk, absolutely, through the power of sound.
Yeah, definitely. And the show this year is on very soon. It's on the 28th to the 29th of June. So that's Wednesday and Thursday. I think it's Wednesday and Thursday, the last Wednesday and Thursday of June each year, actually.
Yes, might be.
So you can get your tickets at the royalnorfolkshow.co.uk.
Yep.
So you can go there. Still get your tickets, and you'll also get them on the day as well.
Yeah.
Under 5s go free, which is excellent.
And it's a really great event to take the kids, and there's just so much to see, isn't there?
Yeah. So, we used to get the day off in previous years, but it's there's a lot of schools do go still.
Yes, yeah.
But the interesting thing is it doesn't close until about 8 p.m. on the Wednesday evening and 7 p.m. on the Thursday evening. So you can always go after work or go after school and go along to the show then.
Yes, yeah, it's not just in the daytime. I think sometimes I always make the mistake of thinking that. And if you're working that day or you're busy, but you can actually go along after work and still enjoy a good couple of hours of it. There's lots to see and do, lots to eat, lots of entertainment and that kind of thing. So it's quite a nice midweek evening out in Norfolk.
Definitely. Fabulous.
Absolutely. I was just thinking when we were talking about this, is that our very, very first podcast episode was Smells of Norfolk. And this is kind of full circle. It's almost like Sounds of Norfolk, isn't it, really? If there were more Norfolky sounds, then I'd like to hear them.
And you can hear quite a lot of them at the Norfolk Show.
Absolutely. So if Norfolk sights and sounds are for you, then head along to the Royal Norfolk Show coming up soon. We'll be back in a couple of weeks with a new episode. Meanwhile, we hope you stay well and continue enjoying Norfolk. You can find us as usual online and on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc., where we're posting stuff to do and inspiration daily.
And I will be roaming around this Norfolk Show.
You will, again, without me.
I'll probably be wearing my
Groundhog
t-shirt.
Day. Yes, yeah. So if you spot Andrew, do say hello to him. Stay well, and we look forward to speaking with you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.